Hi, mamas. Today we're looking at what does it mean to truly be honest. And right now, no background, no nothing, just me being a little bit honest with you. But what does that mean? Well, I did a survey a little while ago asking moms about mom friendship and mom connection. One of the things that came up a lot was that moms and a lot of us just feel really disconnected right now. And what does that even mean? How does that have to do with honesty and everything about it all together? Well, part of it is that the hardest person to be honest with is ourselves. And I don't mean just that you tell yourself lies or you try to do things. It's that we're the hardest on ourselves. We tell ourselves that we're not good enough, that we're not doing this. And you know what? Would you tell your friend that? And that's probably not true, that you would tell your friend something different. I can think of a lot of conversations I've had recently where I am not celebrating myself. I am not being honest of the things I'm accomplishing. I'm looking at everything that I didn't do, all the little steps that I haven't taken yet, or the fact that I'm not all put up right now, or not being myself. And I think that's what it comes down to is really being honest and what does it mean to be yourself? And that's a hard question to answer because we're always trying to be the perfect Facebook picture at the moment. But that's not really who we are. As I've gone on this journey of creating, by the way, my name is Michelle DeKaiser, and I'm with Connecting Mamas. And my goal is to simply connect mamas together because what I learned about through being honest with myself is that connection is the key to figure out who you are. First, connecting with yourself and deciding what is it that you truly want and being honest with that. And as you are honest with who you are, you start to see all the things around you that you can be grateful for. But what I also noticed was the connection that I could get with my for instance, I had a really rough relationship with my son. I found it really difficult because we were so similar and we would argue with each other and trying to connect with him was really difficult until I started going for what I was interested in. And now all of a sudden he wants to help me make YouTube shorts. He wants to help me do some of the things because he sees that I'm passionate about it and he wants to be part of that and helps be the connection because of what I was going after, what I was learning to do. And so I want to challenge you to figure out what is your honesty. What is it that you truly want to do? And it's not an easy question to answer, which is why we need to come together and have these discussions and talk about it. I kept trying to do it by myself. I kept trying to figure out what it was without talking to others. But it really helps to have that sounding board and to really say it out loud. Because the more we play it in our heads, the more it's just there. And it just keeps circling and circling and circling. And then we're not really being honest with ourselves because we're listening to that voice and putting ourselves down and not taking that action. Because ultimately, what is our true goal in life? What is yours? What I've come up for me is to truly be able to enjoy each one of these days in front of me and to be connect as much as I can. And this last week, I put a lot of pressure on myself to do all these things to start this business and to start this. And I realized that I need to take a little bit of a step backwards and say, what is it that I want? I want to make sure that I connect with my kids each day because when I look at it in less than 12 years, it seems like a long time. My youngest will be 18 and my oldest is already almost 12 now. So it's like half the time and it goes by so quickly. So how do we slow down a little bit and figure out how to be there with them and be honest with them, be honest with ourselves? And for me, that was truly with connecting with other moms and being in that space where we were talking and having these hard conversations, trying to figure out what we were passionate about, what we want to do, and how we're going to get there. And finding that space to do it and being vulnerable with each other simply um, as I can see, my background is distracting me because I like being having that perfect background and having all that. And but today that wasn't me. That I'm being honest. But this is what it looks like today. And I think that's what we need to do is show up as ourselves and really be that person that we want to be. And how do we for each day connect better with each other? And how do we celebrate the accomplishments that we make at the end of the day? Instead of having that to-do list, how about we make that to-done list? What did I do today? What did I get done today? What connections did I make today? What can I honestly say that I enjoyed today? Because let's find that enjoyment and do more of it. What am I enjoying? Right now, I'm enjoying getting out of my comfort zone, and sometimes it's hard, and I'm nervous right now talking, and no one's watching at the moment. Maybe someone will watch it later, but I'm out here trying to give to put myself out there. And the more we do that, the more we find ourselves and what makes us comfortable. I discovered that I really like connecting people, and what I really, really want to do when I look at honesty is connect moms together because I felt so lonely in motherhood. I felt that I had to do this all by myself because I was afraid to ask for help. I thought, oh, I can just do this all by myself. But the question is, do I need to? Is there a better way? Is there a more fun way to do it? 'Cause let's be honest, we can go with the schedules, we can do all the things, get our kids to all the places. But what happens to us at the end of the day? We're tired. We just wanna sit there and watch TV. We don't want to do anymore, and then it just starts all over again. So the question is, I'm asking you to be honest, how can I find enjoyment in each of my days? And it's not easy. That's a really tough question. But let's join together and find some answers and talk it through and really figure it out for ourselves. And that's what Connecting Mamas is all about. Let's just do this together. It's tiring doing it by yourself. It's and you don't need to because we have each other. So, if you're interested, come take a look at the free course I'm offering down below. Let's start connecting. And this Friday, if you see this, today is October 11th, 2022. If you see this before Friday, on Friday afternoon at 11:30, if you click the link below and register, there is a free Zoom women's circle, mama circle, for us just to see what it's like to be together and to see how that feels for you, if this is the right place for you. Let's try to get some honesty going here and figure out what truly lights you up. What do you enjoy about motherhood? What do you enjoy about your passions? How do I find that again? Let's do it together because they're not easy questions, but there are answers if you search for 'em. Thank you guys. Have a good night.